enchanting spot. I wonder where we are. Not on the way for pies. We left him so ever far behind.
Oh, he will be here presently. Remember, poor Papa is not as young as we are. And we came over a rather difficult country.
But how thoroughly delightful it is to be so entirely alone. Why, in all probability, we are the first human beings to ever set foot on this enchanting spot.
Except for the mermaids.
Mermaids?
It's the very place for mermaids.
Mermaids?
Who are only human beings after the waves.
They can't be said strictly to set foot and tails they may, but feet they cannot.
But what shall we do until Papa and the servants arrive with the luncheon?
Well, we are quite alone, and the sea is as smooth as glass.
Suppose we take off our shoes and our stockings.
And paddle.
Yes, the very thing!
Stop, ladies, pray. I had intended not to intrude myself upon your notice in this effective but alarming costume. But under these peculiar circumstances, it is my bounden duty to inform you that your proceedings will not be unwitnessed.
But who are you to speak?
I am a pirate. Ladies, do not shun me. This evening I renounce my vow profession. And to that end, O pure and peerless maidens, O blushing buds of ever-blooming beauty, I soar at heart, implore your kind assistance.
Oh, pitiful his tale.
Oh, rare his beauty.
How beautiful his tale. How rare his beauty.
For is there not one maiden rest which does not feel the moral beauty of making worldly interest subordinate to sense of duty? Who would not give up willingly on matrimonial ambition to rescue such an one as I from his unfortunate position? From his position. To rescue such an one as I from his unfortunate position.
Alas, there's not one maiden rest that seems to feel the moral beauty of making worldly interest subordinate to sense of duty.
Or is there not one maiden here whose homely face and bad complexion have caused all hope to disappear of ever winning man's affection? To such a one, if such there